Good. All right, we should be live. Hey guys, what's up, everybody? We've got on a boat here. We got Shaved Ewok on the phone, talking about Midwest Geobash. The irony has not lost me that it is Geo Woodstock weekend. Yet here we are talking about Midwest Geobash. It's just the timing, honestly. The timing all worked out. So sorry about that. Chad is on assignment in Arizona. Ooh, we can see the storms. Anybody who's watching live, apologies to everybody at work. The video we've got on a boat here, and behind him, he's in a hotel room, and a storm is rolling in. You could literally see the lightning.
That's the TV right there. That was the TV that just popped off.
Oh,
that one was the TV. That big bright one was not the TV a minute ago. Hold on a second. Let me turn that off. I'll turn the TV off, and then we can see it.
Turn the lights off, then we can really see it. Oh, it's already 8:30.
Oh, it's time.
It's okay. We have a light audience tonight due to Geo Woodstock. You're still on mute. All right, let's start the show. You guys have been on the show before. We know how it works. 10 minutes. We got to do all the intros and stuff like that. But it's pretty light because nothing much going on these days except for Woodstock. Here we go. So ready, Jess?
Sure.
Okay. 3, 2. Okay, mute yourself. Thank you. 3, 2, 1.
You want to know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. Go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means it's once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Birch. We have our co-host, Shorten. It's in the next room.
Hello.
I'm starting it quickly. And there's no other co-host. Chad is on assignment tonight in Arizona. So we do not have Chad. It's just Jess and I tonight. Tonight's show is Midwest Geobash. Before we get to it, we got to get rid of all the ancillary stuff. So tonight's episode is it's 818, recorded live on May 22nd, 2024. And it is the Midwest Geobash 2024 discussion. Phone lines are not open tonight, guys, so don't call in. No one's going to answer. But you can call in next time we're on, and we're happy to talk to you. But no phone lines tonight, guys. It's just an informational show. But before we get to this show, we got to talk about Patreon. Costs a lot of money to make this show work, guys. There's two ways you could help us out. You can go to PayPal. That's paypal.me/the Geocaching Podcast. You make that one-time donation, or you join Patreon. With Patreon, you get extra audio, extra video only available to our Patreon members. You get stickers and pins and pat tags and coins and lots of stuff. You get Patreon-only shows. You get the one and only end-of-the-year patron giveaway show. We just give stuff away. It's a lot of fun. And a lot of fun. So you want to do that, you can join Patreon. You go to patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Jess, you want to go first? Because that's
I was just gonna say we forgot to plan this out. You want me to go first?
Go ahead, you go first.
All right. Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
Tonight, we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine write in the rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go cache than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers, written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Be Gone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees for custom designs for you or your geocaching group. With adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL, if you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, you've come to the right place. Give them the opportunity to show you how they can enhance your caching experience with your own custom design. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And by pathtags.com. For all your swag and path tag needs, visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized path tags. With over 50,000 tags to collect, pathtags.com is everything you need to start your path tag obsession. Visit them at pathtags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com.
And by Geocaching Adventures LLC. Geocaching Adventures is a full-service travel agency specializing in creating the ultimate worldwide geocaching adventure for cachers and non-cachers alike. What could be better than having your geocaching bucket list vacation all planned and led by a traveling expert? Learn more by visiting us at geocachingadventuresllc.com. That's geocachingadventuresllc.com.
And finally, by GeoGo. Go caching with GeoGo, the geocaching app for Android that includes a Where I Go player, trackable scanner, companion watch app, and county finds database. If you're an advanced geocacher, GeoGo helps with powerful features like nearby cache notifications, optimized routes, offline mode, bulk TB logging, and much more. Learn more by visiting them at geogo.com. That's GEOOH-go.com.
And always, you can find links to our sponsors on our website or, Jess?
Or in our show notes.
In our show notes. That's correct. Thank you. All right. News. Geo Woodstock's going on right now. If you as of right now, it should be starting tomorrow or tonight. I don't know if it starts tonight or not.
I think it's like all week. You know what's been fun though is I have my adventure lab at O'Hare.
Yes.
And I've gotten a ton of logs in the past 2 days of people saying, this was my layover on my way to Geo Woodstock as they complete my adventure. That's been fun.
I got the same thing at Midway as well.
Nice.
I've been getting a hit from the Midway airport as well. And I'm getting a lot of hits at Wrigley for some reason too. My Wrigley one's getting hits lately. All right, guys. So this week, Chad is on assignment. So no Chad. But we do have two people with us from Geo Woodstock. We have got
Try that again.
Sorry, two people with us from Midwest Geobash. Excuse me. I've got Woodstock on the brain here. Two people with us. We have got JD, who is Shaved Ewok, which is probably one of the greatest caching names ever. JD, welcome to the show, sir. Hello.
Thank you.
Hey, there he is. And of course, we've got Ian on a boat. Ian, hello, sir. Where's your there? He has his own sound.
You still have that?
Oh, I've still got it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all right. I'll call in more eventually. How you guys doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good to see you.
At one point, you were worthy of a soundbite. There you go.
Yeah. I was at one point I was trying to keep pace with Cody Doug for most call-ins. I think I'm well behind now. So someday
Cody hasn't called
someday I'll try to catch up. But
you're a busy man these days.
Yeah.
Children and jobs and
got a lot going on.
So Midwest Geobash, 20 years is what I'm
20
saying.
years. 20 yeah.
And how long have you been a part of it? 20 years?
I've not been here 20 years. I got involved full time on the planning team in 2017. So this is my seventh event minus COVID. So 7th.
Oh, I forget about COVID.
Yeah, well, I forget about it too. I was talking about it earlier tonight too, and I was like, I forgot that happened. So
you're gone. Yeah,
it was like a time warp.
Yeah,
time travel.
So, JD, I don't remember what year did you come in?
I started with the Area 51 thing.
2017.
With you?
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Yeah, it's a sci-fi year. And then I think you joined the team full time in 19, if I'm not mistaken. Or it might have been 20. I don't remember. So
But
yeah.
it was 20, so must have been 19.
19, really, full to 19, really?
Hmm.
When's you were always there when I've been there, and I was there before. When did I start going, Jess? Was it 19
You might have actually gone in 2019 for the first time because I went several years.
before me?
Before I finally dragged Scott along with me. I would day trip it
Mhm.
from Chicago to Ohio with Cody Dog, with my son, for probably 3 or 4 years at least before I finally, and every year I would come back and I would tell Scott, "You've got to come to this event. It is so much fun. It's such a blast. It's a great time. It's camping and Area 51 and fires and drinking and socializing and caching, and you just can't go wrong at this event." And finally, I twisted his arm and he went. And Scott,
Yes.
is it a good time or what?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's all right.
Pretty good. It's all right. It's
No, it's
slightly better than average.
it's a fantastic event. I
It's like B plus, B minus,
whenever if anyone who's never been to Midwest Geobash, it's very, very different than most other megas you're going to attend. It's a very social mega, which other megas are not. This one is geared towards getting together and chatting and having fun, caching as well, but it's so much more of a social event, which most aren't. Most are you go and you cache. This is geared around that, which is phenomenal if you like talking to people, and if you're extroverted or have a lot of friends and get together and have a great time and camp. You camp right there. I mean, there's caches right by your campsite. That's the best part, is that it's on this huge what is it? What's it called? I can't remember what it's on the fairgrounds.
Fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
every year they replace the caches on the fairgrounds. So you camp on the fairgrounds, and there could be a cache 200 feet from your campground. It's kind of nice. So, and Jesse and I brought the scooters a couple of years ago. We had a great time scooting around getting all the caches. Yeah.
How did the scooters work on the because I know some of the roads are a little gravelly. Everything go well with the scooters? I never even got to ask you about it.
We had a little adventure with the scooters. We scooted all around like the main campground area and went out on the trails and everything. And then we decided that we were going to scoot down the side of the woods along the
expressway,
the dirt road,
the dirt road, right? And then we just kept on going, and we actually took the scooters literally through the entire woods.
Yeah,
on
through
the,
that
on the
path.
muddy trails and all the way back out and around, and we got all of the caches on the entire fairgrounds by scooter.
Yeah, they did great.
That's pretty wild.
It was
All right.
it was
All right.
it
was a little touchy at
there for a
times. Yeah,
second,
it was a little
but
touchy at times, but it was good.
uh-huh.
Got through it. It was fun.
Very
kicking up mud for an hour afterwards. So,
It rained close around that, so it was a little muddy. So they got pretty muddy. But it was fun. We had a great time. So yeah, guys, if you've never been to Midwest, we highly advise you to get out there to Wauseon, Ohio, and it's at the same place every year, which is the I can't think of the fairgrounds name. The
Fulton County.
Fulton County. There.
Fulton County Fairgrounds. Closest largest city that people would recognize is
Wauseon.
Toledo.
Wauseon's
the city it's in, but yeah, Toledo's the next major city, if you want to call it that. It does have an airport, so
yeah. So guys, if you have
it's also not far from Detroit. But sorry, go ahead, Scott.
If you have a question for JD or everybody in the chat room, thank you for joining us tonight. Why aren't you at Woodstock? Shame on you. If you have a question for JD or onaboat, give us a chat in the chat room. We will flag it and we will ask them the questions. So we will get started. Tyrone Shoelace is in the chat, mind. Well, I heard about this. Be aware. I heard the Wauseon exit on the turnpike will be closed. Ian, can you confirm nor deny this? Or is this
what's that
about it? The Wauseon.
No, it's been all over. Everybody posted on Facebook every 5 minutes. We actually had to stop people from posting on the Facebook because it's like the most common thing to be posted on our community page now. So so they're doing construction on the on the highway / exit of Ohio 108, State Route 108. There's 2 other exits on the west and the east. If you're coming in from either direction, you just get off one exit earlier and you just take the county roads 55 mile an hour right to the fairgrounds. So it won't be an issue. It's just make it that you have to actually get off the highway.
You can remember to get
drive.
off before. Get off before.
Yeah.
the
And if you don't, you get off one after and detour back. So
Yeah.
Just
won't
cash your
be
way.
that big of a deal.
Cash your way back.
Cash your way.
That's what everybody keeps saying because there's a lot of caches on that road you're gonna be driving down. So
All right, so let's talk about the event here. So let's talk about the actual event. So
Let's give everyone a GC and some dates first.
okay, we could do that, absolutely. So I'm going to give everyone really quickly. I'm going to start out with giving everybody the website, which is midwestgeobash.org, and the GC is GCA Alpha 9 Kilo. That's a good one. Nice job.
that was good.
Yeah, well done on that, dude.
Mhm.
That's a good one. Alpha 9 Kilo. And the dates are Wednesday. Is it Wednesday through Sunday? Is that what it is? Is it actually
Correct.
Wednesday?
Yep.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So
Yep.
I don't. Is Wednesday the 27th?
July 24th.
24th.
Wednesday's the
July.
24th.
Okay.
July.
Wednesday, July 24th. This is obviously 2024. July 24th through July 27th is the
Saturday. It's the main
The
mega event on Saturday is the 27th of July.
But
Yep.
there are some things on the 28th as well. Do you guys have anything?
There's a breakfast event. Yep.
Is there a CETO or no CETO?
To be determined. It won't be on Sunday though.
Oh, okay.
There's a good possibility there being one earlier in the week off grounds, potentially working with the city parks. So I don't have all the details yet, but spoiler alert, there might be.
Everyone loves a good CETO. Come on. Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about this beautiful little. Oh, look at this! There's pictures on the Midwest Geobash page. Jesse, did we make any of the pictures? I didn't even look and see. I don't think we're in any of them. No, we're not. Thanks a lot, Ian. So let's talk, Ian. Let's talk the bash. Let's talk about Wednesday. Talk me through Wednesday.
So, all right, I'll take Wednesday real quick. So let me start off by saying, as we get into Wednesday, one big thing we're going to talk about here in 2 seconds is camping, and I want to make sure everybody that's listening, if you listen to this before the end of June, which hopefully you're listening to it this week, our merchandise store online is closed, but you can still reserve a campsite. So as we talk about camping throughout all this, you can still reserve yourself a campsite. You can still come to the event and get a campsite. You can come camp. So don't think you missed out or anything. But Wednesday is the day that the fairgrounds open. So we'll be there. The planning team will be there a little bit earlier in the day on Wednesday. We need some time to get stuff set up. So 4:00, we will open the gates and everybody will start flooding in. It's usually a sight to see. Everybody's lining up with their campers. And Scott, I heard you guys might be coming Wednesday.
That's the plan.
Maybe. All right. Well, if you do, you can come see the line coming in. It's a sight to see.
We'll be in the line.
So,
We'll be pulling Maggie.
Yeah.
We got Maggie with us. Well, we're gonna have.
Yep.
We got 2 spots, right? Don't we have 2 spots?
Yeah, I have 2 sites.
Because Jess
There
needs
you
a
go.
lot of room. So
Yeah, so 4:00 the venue opens. Everybody will come in. We don't open the gates till 4:00. Like, you're welcome to wait outside the gates, off the main road and everything. We have a queue system set up where everybody can get off the roads. We're not blocking traffic. And then give everybody a little bit of time to set up, and then we'll have at 7 p.m. we'll have our welcome party. We're still in the planning phases of what that's going to look like. It's going to be birthday themed. The whole event's birthday themed. So a lot of stuff we're going to do is birthday themed. We're going to have a birthday themed welcome party at that welcome party event at the main arena. You'll be able to pick up your pre-ordered merchandise. The actual merchandise store where we sell stuff on site won't be open, but you'll be able to pick up what you pre-ordered, so that you don't have to wait in line when the store opens the next day to pick up your stuff. So that's really all there is to do on Wednesday. It's just kind of get in, get set up, get prepared for Thursday, and Thursday is where we start getting a bunch of stuff going on. So
Okay, Wednesday. Are the vendors going to be open on Wednesday? Is that starting
Nope.
or is that starting Thursday?
Nope. The vendors won't be open in the main arena until Friday. They're open Friday and Saturday from 2 to 7. So from 2 to 7, you can swing by. We'll have Space Coast there. I believe Already Crafted will be there. Ding ding.
Oh, sorry.
Sponsor bell.
Thank you. Just making sure. Yeah, so you can pick up all your shop the vendors Friday and Saturday. So, but yeah, Wednesday it's really just pick up your stuff, get set up, and get ready to go for the rest of the week.
When do the caches go live?
Thursday.
The all
Okay.
important question.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday.
Actually, I don't want to misspeak, so I'm gonna like kind of give you a vague answer.
Yeah.
So there's two different pieces of our event cache team. So we have some wonderful people out of Indiana. The username's Team Phoenix. If you guys have never heard of them, I think they're actually kind of towards the Illinois side. You guys might have heard of them. So good people. They hit all the caches last year. They're getting all that set up. If I'm not mistaken, last year I think those went live Wednesday evening. The actual event caches on site. And then the lab caches were planned to go live on Thursday last year, but I believe they got them ready ahead of time and they were able to go live Wednesday evening as well. So I'm going to say Thursday just to play it safe, but I would venture to guess that both are trying to plan to have those ready Wednesday night. So
how much of last year's are still going to be around?
almost nothing.
Almost
nothing.
Even outside.
So yeah, so there's some awesome folks in town too, and what they try to do is a lot of the less favoritey and more park and grabby kind of for the numbers caches they try to recycle from year to year. They'll give them cute little event themes. They'll do like first birthday, second birthday. I'm making that up, right?
Yeah.
But like even like the guardrail caches, they'll recycle it by archiving it, and then they'll move it to a different spot nearby. They'll open that spot up and then they'll hide a new one nearby to give you something new to go after this year. So there will be some of the highly favorited ones do stick around. Some of the ones that are in cool spots that are less of a park and grab, those will stay around. But for the most part, the park and grabby kind of ones will those will get recycled. They generally get recycled. There's a group of folks that are great about that. They live in the area, and they'll do that. So,
oh, nice. Okay. Oh, Tyrone Shoeley says last year's event caches were amazing. They set a high bar to meet. Thank you, Tyrone. What do you think? You think they're going to meet it?
I do. Yeah, because I've seen them. So, I not to put pressure on them, not to set anybody else's expectations too high, but. They are incredibly creative people. Tim and Monty, they're a husband and wife pair. They're when I first met them a couple years ago, they were like, "Hey, I got this crazy idea. I got this idea. I'm like, "All right, well, cool. Let's see what you got." And then they come out and they did everything they did with the stuff last year. You know what I mean? It was awesome. And then they started sharing some of the ideas they had. They asked me for a few things to help with their ideas, so I got some sneak peeks, and I'm not going to spoil anything. I don't want to steal their thunder. I think everybody's going to be very excited for what they have. So, and I'm just going to say I did see Xylork said they hope to be surprised with the birthday theme. The event caches took a really fun twist on the birthday theme, and I think you'll enjoy it. So.
I mean, not to get ahead of myself, but next year being 21, I mean, Area 51, that'll take on a whole, it'll be legal. Area 51 will be legal.
Yeah. Wow. I missed 3/4 of X. My internet was crashing, but I kind of heard you.
I said next year, not to get ahead of myself, but next year will be 21.
Yeah.
And think of Area 51, 21, you could drink. The beauty of Area 51.
Yeah.
Okay.
Family friendly event.
Yeah. During the day.
Yeah.
During the daytime, definitely. Okay, so we're getting to Wednesday and then we get to Thursday. Thursday, are you gonna have the what's it called? The I don't know. What are you gonna do Thursday? I don't know if I can't.
We have a
I can't think.
we have a if you're asking about, we have like an opening ceremony, kind of run through the lay of the land things that we're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about Geo Tour? I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
Geo
It's a
Trail?
game.
I don't know.
The game. The
Game?
Poker run.
Poker Run's Friday. You're getting ahead of yourself. JD, you want to run through Thursday?
All right, yeah. We start today on Thursday with our opening ceremony event, where we kind of just go over everything that's going on. Not sure exactly what all we're going to do with that yet, but we have that in the morning. The event store will be open for the first time, so you can purchase swag if you didn't order anything pre-order. Our information center will be open, where you can go for your travel bug trading. We have the event log you can sign there. You can pick up the will call items there, get any help or information you might need, and also see some of the stuff from previous bashes on display.
Museum.
That
Nice.
night,
Oh, that's cool.
we will be having our ice cream event like we usually do on Thursday night. But this year, since it's a birthday party, we're doing an ice cream and cake party.
Fun.
So it's it's important on all our side events the log will attend, but that's one that's very key. So we know how much ice cream and cake to buy.
Oh God.
Because
how many cakes do you
kind of makes it hard to hard to guess. You get like half the number of people like, oh, we'll be there, and
Yeah, everybody takes a cake home.
Show up.
It's a guessing game. Yeah, it's truly a guessing game.
Yeah, that's funny. That is awesome. I
And
like
then,
that.
Thursday night, we have our third annual cornhole tournament that's hosted by Soccer Monster. So we'll have top 4 teams. They win prizes. It's a single elimination tournament. Check-in will begin at 7:30. You have to be checked in by 7:45, and then we allow walk-up entries, because you can sign up ahead of time. And walk-up entries will begin at 7:50, and it's first come, first serve on those. And that will just continue to go from 8 o'clock till whenever we have a winner. And at 10 o'clock, right next to that, we have the Area 51 fires, and it will usual Area 51 turns to Area 51. Nothing going on there that night, just bonfires and hanging out with friends.
Nice. Okay. That sounds like a nice night. Jess, you want to do some cornhole? What do you say? Can we be a team?
I mean, sure, why not?
Can I add one thing on the cornhole?
What's that?
So something we started last year, kind of spur of the moment. We had some prizes that we wanted to give away. I ended up giving everybody that participated, like once you got eliminated, you got a participation gift last year. Everybody got a special Midwest Geobash trackable for participating in the cornhole tournament. This year, we actually made it an official thing because people liked it so much. There's an official cornhole tournament trackable just for participating. And
Oh, that's fun.
so the hope is to encourage more people to play. There are a lot of people that they'll say they aren't that great at it. It's not yes, when you get down to the last 4 teams, whatever, it does get pretty competitive. There's some good folks that play, but there's enough early rounds where you get some games against some lesser competition. Potentially, you can have a good time with it still. So, so if anybody's considering it, I would, because you at least get a free gift out of it for playing. So,
is it teams of 2? Is that what it is?
It is teams of 2. Yep.
There you go. And where do you sign up for that?
We will be posting on the front page of the website. We'll have a couple links for a couple signups for a couple of different activities. Because we have that. We have the GeoCoin poker tournament. There's a euchre tournament. We'll go through some of those in the later days here. Okay. But there'll be a sign up right on the front. Volunteer signups, all of that will be right on the front page of the website.
Nice. Okay.
And for people who don't know, cornhole is a Midwestern thing. In other parts of the country, it's called bags.
It's called bags, bago. Yeah, throwing bags.
You don't know what cornhole is.
Yeah. Thank you. That's a good point.
Thank
Thank you.
That's a good point there. That's spoken like a true East Coast gal, right?
I had to like relearn vocabulary when I learned to move to the Midwest.
All right, so we've gotten through Thursday night. Let's talk Friday.
Fridays.
The bulk of the people show.
Fridays when it gets fun. Yeah, like not that Thursday's not fun, but Thursday's pretty chill. You can do a lot of cashing on your own and stuff during the middle of the day. But Friday, we kick off the day with the poker run. Something we've been doing as long as I've been coming to the event, 15 years or whatever. It's a great time. Basically, what we do is we partner with local businesses around the area, and they will have cards, if you will. They're not actually cards. We do it in a little bit more digitized way. But you go out and you basically collect a sticker, and that sticker will correspond with a card for a playing card out of a 52 card deck. And then your goal is to make the best hand that you can. You have no idea what these cards are. You're picking them at random. You don't know until you get back and you see the results playing on this big projector screen in the arena. But you get to check out some really cool places around the area. It takes you around Fulton County, which is the county the event's in, to some great businesses, some local shops that you can choose to support if you'd like. There's an associated adventure lab that you can do with it that'll get you 10 fines. There's a what was the other thing I was just going to say? Oh, there's prizes. There's caches while you're out there, so you can do more caching while you're out there. Most people turn it into a day of caching. As long as you get back by 3:00. It starts at 10. 10 is the launch. You got to be back by 3, so you got 10 to 3 to do as much as you want. You only got to go to 7 places. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people turn it into a caching morning, and they have a really good time with it. They go to these businesses, and then you come back and you get a bunch of prizes. So.
Sure. Yeah. Jesse's been wanting to do all this stuff for years. She's been saying, because we usually show up after work Friday night.
Yeah.
We go to work half
correct. I remember that.
Of the day, and then we come in. Now, we usually roll in at night on Friday night.
Yeah.
So, because it's a 5-hour drive, I think, to you guys or something like that. From
it's
Chicago.
like 4 and a half.
Yeah.
Traffic.
Yeah. With traffic, yeah. So yeah, we usually roll in about night 10. So we miss all that, and she's always wanted to like go do the full time at Midwest. So
yeah,
we're looking forward to doing all that good stuff.
Yeah, what we do so prize wise, just to give people an idea of what you can look forward to if you come out. I like to brag, and I think this is a really fun thing that we do, and I'm very proud of the fact that we can do this. But all the money that we raise throughout the year from swag sales, camping sales, everything else, we throw it right back into the event. So we try to buy quite a bit in prizes. And there's some really cool prizes too. We've given away iPads, we've given away headphones, Bose headphones, GPS units, like all kinds of crazy stuff. So Amazon gift cards, like whatever. But then we also have like some smaller prizes too. Like I said, you can get the trackable tags, you can get some geo coins, you can get gift certificates to various vendors. I think Space Coast, Arty Crafted, we give away gift cards to our store, stuff like that. So there's prizes to be won literally the entire event. Most people that I've talked to, they walk away with something from the event. Somehow they get a path tag at minimum. They get some free trackable tags, stuff like that. And I think that's a really cool thing we do. The poker run, we give away a ton of that. So there is a poker run trackable, just like the cornhole trackable. So as a way to encourage people to hang out, partake in the event, be social, hang around the area, we do give away a bunch of trackables. So yeah.
Okay.
Poker run's my favorite.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to. I'm sure Jason's gonna make me do it, so I'm looking forward to. To going, to poker running it.
Yeah.
See if we win a prize. So then we got Friday night. JD, Friday night. What are we doing Friday night?
All right. On Friday night, following the poker run. Well, actually, it starts during the poker run. The vendors will start opening up their stores, and they're open until 7:00. our event store will also be open at that time as well. From 5 to 7, we have our path tag exchange, where we design a special tag that you can only get if you trade with one of the 5 of us at that gathering with one of your tags.
Really? What if
So we
what
have
if you already
that.
have my
Yeah.
tag?
Don't care.
What's that?
It's all right.
What if you already have my tag?
It's
I've
all
already
good.
traded tags with you.
It's fine.
Okay, good.
Come and trade.
We'll still trade with you.
Oh, good. Okay.
So we do that. We have at 5 o'clock the GeoCoin poker game starts, hosted by K-Blast. The buy-in for that is 3 unactivated GeoCoins. So you can win a nice little haul of GeoCoins if you win that.
Nice.
And that usually goes till about 8 o'clock, maybe a little later, depending how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
No, we will have sign-ups for that on the website later too. If you can sign up for that.
Okay.
And later Friday night we have from 7 to 9 we have a side event. It is our tinfoil hat party. It is being hosted by the Columbus geocaching group, and the idea is they're going to have a station set up where you can design your own tinfoil hat. You can go as crazy as that as you want to. I've seen some really amazing things made out of tinfoil and cardboard the last few years.
Oh, yes. It's been always the tinfoil hat night on Friday night. Yes, we've been there many times.
We generally last year we gave out prizes, the best hats voted on by the people in attendance, and people who participated in it generally get something. While that's going on, we have the family campfires and just social time. It's all happening over at Area 51. And at 10 o'clock on Friday night, Area 51 officially opens. We will have the shot bar open that night. It's at 10 o'clock. We will start checking IDs, I believe, about 9 o'clock. Everyone has to have your ID checked. Doesn't matter if you're 95 years old. You don't have an ID, you don't get a bracelet. That bracelet will has tabs on it. Each tab will get you 1 pass to the line to go to the bar. And basically it's just time to hang out with your friends and just try some free stuff and have fun.
The old shot bar. Yeah. What'd you have? What was that? You had a pole with like 5 or 6 shot glasses.
Shot skis. The shot ski. Yeah.
Oh, the shot ski.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friday night. The one that they're currently building right now. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So, very nice birthday themed one.
Nice.
Can I circle back on one thing here for just a second? I just want to. So somebody, Gundark just said in the chat, I love free stuff. So I'm going to talk more about free stuff real quick. That's my pitch tonight. It's free stuff. So, so path tag exchange, bring some path tags.
Oh yes.
Come trade with us. The only way that you can get this path tag is if you trade a path tag, and it is a special path tag just for this year. You will never see it again. So that is a free thing for literally trading me a path tag, or anybody that's from the staff at the event. The GeoCoin poker game. So like we said, 3 unactivated GeoCoins. What that is all the coins go into a pot. You literally play Texas Hold'em with chips and everything, and the tables dwindle down. The last couple of years, every single person that has played has gotten a special Midwest Geobash GeoCoin poker tournament GeoCoin for participating. So again, you come try your hand at poker. Yes, you have to give them 3 coins to buy in as part of the prize pool, but you do walk away with a 1 of 50 GeoCoin you can't get anywhere else. So, and then we talked about the tinfoil hat party, just like JD said. It's another side event. We give away all kinds of stuff. There's a raffle usually where we draw tickets, give away a ton of prizes. I think you guys remember me losing my voice either last year or the year before. Usually I stand in the back of a golf cart and just scream for an hour. So that's one of my favorite events. I love doing that one as much as it hurts my voice. I do love doing that. Um, so we have stuff to give away to people for making tinfoil hats, more freebies just for participating. And then we have big prizes for the people that are voted on as winners. And then we have prizes to give away for the raffles. So there's all kinds of ways to get free stuff as part of that. And then Area 51. One thing I want to talk about with that is we always talk about Area 51. We always talk about the drinking aspect and all that. But I want to make sure that I mention to those that don't drink, man, it is really getting stormy outside. We'll see how long I last. For those that
left. Come on.
For those that don't drink, I've actually had a lot of conversations with people over the last couple of years about Area 51. That's probably like inch-size hail hitting the window. You can't hear that, can you?
Oh yeah,
we can hear it. Yeah, we
definitely
actually
hear that.
Whew.
Uh-oh.
All right, well, let's hope we're safe. Anyway,
I thought that was the dogs. That's the hail.
Wow.
I'm in a hotel room. It's hail hitting the window. I'm on the 5th floor. So, geez. All right. So anyway, so I'll talk a little louder so you can hear me over the hailstorm. I want to make sure I talk for the people that don't like to drink a lot. Area 51 isn't only about drinking. It's a very, very cool social. It's an evening social. And yes, there is drinking there. You can bring your own drinks, or like JD said, there is the famous Area 51 bar. But you can literally hang out there in your camp chair. Last year we had a DJ going, we had a dance party going. Somebody got everybody up dancing. It was a really good time. So even if you don't drink, consider coming out or staying a while after the tinfoil hat party. And it's kind of like just the evening fun, the evening wind down. It's a good time. So even if you don't drink, it's not all about drinking. You can still come out and have a good time. That's to make sure I put that out there too. So
good point. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, you don't have to drink. Absolutely.
Yeah. But
It's
be careful with your kids though, because it does get a little wild.
Yeah. Sorry. What JD?
So it's also a good place to get a group together and attack the night cache in the woods too.
Yeah.
Well, the night cache.
Absolutely. That people do that all the time. They'll get together at Area 51. They'll hang out for a bit. They'll dance. They'll party, whatever. And then as the night starts winding down, they'll head off and go tromp through the woods in the middle of the night. So
get all liquored up and then go. Let's go get the cache.
So I've seen that too. Yeah. So it's a good time.
That's awesome. All right. So we wake up to Saturday.
Saturday's the big day. I said Friday was the big day. I don't know. They're all big days. Saturday's busy though. There's a lot going on Saturday. Same thing as prior days. We have the event store open. We have the information center open with the museum, all of that stuff. Travel bug exchange, sign the event log, check out the museum, pick up your merchandise if you pre-ordered anything. You can buy stuff in the store if there's anything left. Mm-hmm. There will be Path Tag Dice. The Path Tag Dice game is coming back again.
Oh, the Path Tag Dice game. Yeah.
Yep. So Genovations has done that for the last couple years, and apparently it's a great time. I haven't had a chance to play. Saturday's usually busy for me, but there were a ton of people over there playing Path Tag Dice. It's a variation on the old left, right, center game with the dice, mm-hmm. and you basically play with path tags instead of quarters or the chips mm-hmm. or whatever. So good way to walk away with a bunch of path tags. So the other big thing is we have our famous treasure hunt. And for anybody that's never been to the event, what we do is we have this massive outdoor sheltered dirt arena, and we will literally bury trackable, geocaching trackables in the dirt. And you get a ticket and you go through the dirt with a metal detector to find these trackables, and inside them is also a prize ticket. So you take home the trackable that you get, and you can also win other prizes, bigger prizes, like we talked about, the iPads, the tablets, the GPS units, all that stuff. So this year, so we actually started it last year. I'm going to make sure it's very public this year because people were mad at me last year. It was a surprise last year. There are 3 different tags that will be buried in the dirt that you can get this year. Same as last year. There are 3 variations of event shirts that we have for this year. Prior to last year, we only ever did one. It was just the event shirt. So, people would buy a couple tickets to try as many times to win prizes as they could, and they'd walk away with 5 of the same tags. So we tried to divvy it up a little bit so that, hey, you play a couple times to win a couple prizes, you get different tags. So it was a hit last year, but people were mad they didn't know about it ahead of time so they could buy more tickets. So I'm trying to make it very public so that everybody knows that there are 3 different variations that you can get if you play. So, so yeah, treasure hunt. The big thing also while that's going on, 11 to 1:30 on Saturday is our silent auction. And this silent auction is super important to us because it's a big fundraiser for us, and that's what helps keep the event going from year to year. It lets us give away all this free stuff, all of that. So, people will donate items to the silent auction, and then they'll sit out. You can come by, you can bid on them, and walk away with some really cool stuff. There's usually some really cool geo coins in there. People have made custom fire pits. People have made custom quilts out of geocaching t-shirts, things like that. So you can come bid on something, take it home with you, and all those proceeds go right back into the event to help keep it going, help keep it as fun as we can. So bid high, bid often is what we always say. So and then new thing we're doing is there's also during that time there's going to be in the same arena, in the main arena on the main stage, there's going to be a trivia game happening. So there was a group that's hosted trivia at other events and stuff like that, and they said, hey, can we do trivia? And we're like, yeah, sure, absolutely, it sounds really fun. So we've got some prizes, so you can come play trivia, and it's 11:30 to 1 in the main arena at the main stage, and then 2:00 the vendors will open again. So all the shopping that you can do there, and then 2:00. Again, another thing we brought in last year. So I keep saying we brought all this stuff in last year. We do a survey at the end of every year, and we solicit feedback from everybody that comes to the event. People that come to the event have given us some great ideas over the year, and one of them was actually a guy was just like, hey, I want to host a euchre tournament. Same thing with trivia, right? Like, hey, I want to host a euchre tournament. So euchre is apparently really popular in Ohio and Michigan. I can honestly say I've never played it. Sorry. But they hosted a euchre tournament last year for the first time. It was pretty popular. People had a really good time with it. So we're bringing it back again this year. And this year, just like the other stuff, if you participate, you get a prize. So just for participating. So, and then there's prizes for the folks that do well as well. So, so if you like playing euchre, you like playing card games, you can get more free stuff. Come try it out. So, 4 to 6, you can pick up your winnings from the silent auction. And then 5:00, we have our closing ceremony where you get to listen to me drone on for an hour. Might be longer than an hour. I don't know. I usually try to keep it short. It gets pretty warm in there, but that's where we'll do the group photo. We'll try to get everybody together one last time, all in the same place in the arena. We'll do a group photo. We will give away a ton of prizes. God, I keep talking about prizes, man. I'm serious. There's just a ton of prizes.
You do. You throw things at
there's literally thousands of dollars in prizes, and I secretly I just love seeing the look on somebody's face when I give them something for free. They're like, "Woo!" It's just like I get a kick out of that. So, 5:00, come into the venue, the arena, start getting a seat, get set up, bring a chair if you want to. We have the bleachers will be open. You can sit up there if you want to crowd into the bigger group there. And then, we'll do the group photo around 5:30, 5:45. And then from 6 to 7 is where we'll have all the prizes. recognition, talk about our sponsors, talk about the people that made the event happen, all that stuff. It's literally just like a closing the event speech and raffle giveaway. So definitely, if you're coming to the event, if you're there on Saturday, you want to be at the closing ceremony, because that's where all the stuff is. You want to make sure you enter all that raffles and everything, and get yourself a chance to win something. So then after that, we have Area 51 again. Same thing as Friday night. Again, it's just again social. We have the DJ going. Come request some music. Come dance. I requested a lot of Kid Rock songs last year. Had a really good time. So yeah, there's one Kid Rock song. It's called Johnny Cash. It was like my song of the summer last year, and it was I had to have him play. Andy had to play it like 3 times for me Saturday night. So it was a good time.
So you guys understand, listeners, what I'm talking about when I say it is a social event. It is unlike any other mega that you see. And the beauty part of Midwest, what I love is that it's on this huge fairgrounds, where there's many buildings and things are going on in different buildings. Sometimes, concurrently at the same time, and there's people just standing around chatting and joking and laughing. You have food vendors there.
I was just going to ask.
Yeah, there's usually food there, so there's always food vendors there.
I think we got more than ever this year.
It's just crazy, and this huge plot of land, and everybody's and all this is right by the camping. It's literally it's 300 feet from where you're staying. All this stuff. So it's amazing. It's like you're not driving to it. It's literally right there. It's pretty amazing.
JD, do you want to talk about Sunday real quick? And then I want to talk about a couple of things to go back to Scott's point there, but I don't want to miss Sunday, because Sunday's fun.
Let's talk about Sunday. So let's talk about JD. Why don't you hit Sunday?
All right. Well, first thing, Sunday morning we have our final side event of the event from 8 to 10. It is our annual pancake breakfast that's hosted by Handyman.
Yes. That's when you get grumpy on a boat making pancakes. Grumpy on a boat is the best. He's always so grumpy.
I'm done by that point.
Making pancakes and grumping at people.
Well, usually your legs blown out by that point.
Yeah, usually I can't walk. I think last year Scott walked over to me, and I'm just like laying there on a golf cart sideways. Was that 2 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Last year wasn't much better.
Oh yeah. So you just come out, make sure to log the will attend on that, so we know how much pancake stuff to buy, and you get free pancakes. And then after that, we encourage anybody who wants to help us tear down and pack everything up, so we can get home at a reasonable hour ourselves. But you got to break down your camp, and by noon, we want everybody to kind of be packed up and on their way home.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, anybody that wants to come help out on Sunday, I ain't gonna turn down the free help. We usually, again, have stuff to give away if you're nice enough to come help. So, there's my plea for
packing up GeoCoin. I helped pack up GeoCoin.
Yeah, I should work on that. Yeah. Just put that on the coin. Yeah.
Put the one note there.
So a couple things. I want to circle back on just a couple things. In the chat, somebody had asked, what's the camping like? And I know they got some answers in the chat as well. I just didn't want to forget about them.
Yeah, well, yeah, I see. Go ahead.
Tons and tons of tent campers and RV campers and all that stuff. And to your point exactly, Scott, this is why I want to circle back on this specifically. You mentioned how cool it is, the social, right? People don't realize until they're there, and in that camper row area, that it's literally like a geocaching village that gets set up for that portion of the week. Yeah. People will have like a front lawn. They'll put out like yard decorations. The campsite decorating is something we didn't even talk about. We have a campsite decorating contest. If you're camping on site, you can decorate your campsite in line with the theme. So really this year you can just decorate with birthday decorations or balloons or whatever you want to do. And the best decorated campsites win prizes. There's usually people that do crazy interactive things. Last year somebody created like a interactive adventure lab on their campsite. It was really cool. somebody the video game year, I think it was last year, somebody brought and created like this arcade you could play in on their campsite. It's super cool. So it adds an element to the event. Having those people right on site, that it's like that geocaching village, like I said, that you can just live in for a bit. So
and can you talk about the campground itself and hookups? People were asking about.
Yeah, good question. Yeah. So somebody asked about the price too. So if you reserve online before, I want to say it's the end of June, the price is $65 for one. I want to say 30 by 20. Jesse, does that sound right?
Yeah.
130 by 20
Sounds
site.
about right.
I think, yeah. I'm asking you because I know you bought one, so I figured I figured you might remember.
I have two, but yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Yeah, I think it's 30.
Plenty big. You can fit
Yeah.
a couple tents in your car
yeah.
without a problem.
Yeah, so we charge $65, and that is from 4 p.m. Wednesday to noon on Sunday. There's one fee whether you use it for 5 hours or all 5 days. That's the same price. So
Yeah, take a run with that.
Yep. And then you asked about hookups, stuff like that. So there is a section of the campground that's designated as our RV section. Those do have full hookups as far as water and sewage and all that stuff. Those are our most high demand campsites, and those are sold out the first day of camping pretty much every single year. The rest of camping does have access to shared water and shared electricity. I believe pretty much every campsite that we have, except for maybe a few in the A section, are within 100 feet of a shared water and a shared power box. So you may need to bring a hose splitter. If you guys know what I'm talking about for the campgrounds. So anybody that's not familiar with camping, you might need it's like a little Y, so you and your neighbor can both have a hose. And then you may also need a power adapter depending on which part of the campground you're in. I don't know enough about camping to explain what that is, but if you go to our Facebook page, somebody will educate you on it, I'm sure. So,
or you go there, figure out what you need, and then go to Walmart. And
Go to Walmart. That's what we did.
That's what we did the first year we camped. We didn't know exactly what we needed. We didn't know what the hookups were. But yeah, we just ran over to Walmart.
It's like a big 3-prong thing or something. Yeah.
I believe there's a picture on the website.
There is actually, yes. It's in somewhere in the camping FAQs or something on the website. So I don't have a link to that though. I'm sorry, but
and extension cords.
Yeah, like I said, you could be within 100 feet of power. So you probably want about 100 feet of extension cord if you're going to be running power. Melissa says the 30 amp adapter in the chat. Oh, she's more of a camping expert than I am. So.
Yeah, it's 30.
And I would say definitely for people going, bring path tags. Bring a lot of path tags. A lot.
Yeah, that's the other thing. There's a guy, you guys may know him. He goes by Big Guy. He's kind of like world famous now, and so
you literally can't miss.
You can't miss him. Every year he gives me kind of a rundown. He goes to a lot of mega events, and every year he gives me kind of a rundown on how many tags he's getting from each event. He loves posting about it on the internet too, and all the path tag forums. And I want to say he walked away with 300 path tags from purchases, trades, winnings, all kinds of stuff. And most other places, if you're really into path tags, if you trade your own path tags, this is the place to meet up with people and trade path tags. There's a lot of themed path tags too. So it's not just normal run of the mill personal tags. People usually make them for the event. And they're themed, so it's usually a really fun time. So people try to collect as many as they can. But we actually have our path tag trading time. Where we talked about the path tag exchange, where you can trade with us. That there'll be literally tens of people there, and probably 100 people just milling about trading path tags. They got the little boxes out showing off what they got and everything. Great time to trade some tags if you have stuff you want to trade. Yeah. The other thing that is not on the schedule anywhere, but is something that we're really proud of and something that's really fun that I want to make sure anybody listening hears about in the next week. Hopefully they're listening this week because there's a deadline on it. A few years ago, one of our longtime attendees, he's been going to Bash since the very first year in 2005. He later joined the planning team, then retired from the planning team. Really good friend of mine. His name's Chris Baker. He approached me with an idea for a Midwest Geobash scholarship to help further the educational goals of those that come to Bash, right? So anybody, the kids that come, we have a lot of kids that come, a lot of kids that have grown up over the years at Bash. So we started a scholarship fund. This is our fourth year that we're going to be doing it. I want to say it's fourth year. So this is the fourth year we're doing it. We usually give away, I think the first year we gave away two $250 scholarships, I think, and then the last two we gave away two $500 scholarships each year to people that apply that are going to some sort of something to further their career, trade school, college, whatever they're doing. So there is an application form on the website. JD, do you know what the end date of that was? Was it June 1st?
It must be submitted by July 1st.
Oh,
July 1st. Okay, so you have till July 1st. So if you are a Midwest Geobash attendee and you would like to apply for the scholarship, you have until July 1st to do so. The application is on our website. You can find it under the activities menu.
Nice.
And some we're very proud of. So
absolutely.
But
show me another mega that has a scholarship fund.
I cannot. I don't know Europe that well. I don't want to speak about Europe, but I can't think of any other US based ones at the moment. So something we're really proud of.
Other questions. Tiva wants to know, will there be a new Geo art?
We were just talking about that the other day because we were trying to put together some notes for this. There was rumors of somebody wanting to do one. I do know that there's some stuff in the Toledo area that's a little bit further away, still within a reasonable distance, like a half hour or so. And then there's a bunch that have recently been published over the Michigan border that are, within driving distance. There's nothing in the absolute immediate area, like within 5 miles of the fairgrounds. So there is a bunch of new geo art out there, and there may potentially be one in the works. I don't know that it's just a rumor. I don't know that it's actually happening, so I don't want to commit to that. But yeah, there are some arts out there, depending on when the last time you came to the event was.
Okay. This question made me laugh from Joe Fro. What is the weather like generally?
Really mixed bag. I like every year. I know you're going to say something about water or something because that's all anybody talks about anymore. So I've been going to the event since 2012. I think I've seen everything but snow at the event. So
I've been going for like 3 years. I think I as well have seen everything but snow.
Yeah, I have seen it. I have seen temperatures down into the 40s. I've seen, obviously the heavy rains,
I've also seen super hot. I've seen super hot there.
I've seen super hot, super cold, super dry, super wet, super windy, super calm, stagnant air. Like you've seen everything. So usually you want to plan for a Midwest summer day. I don't even know if how to explain it better than that. I've lived in the upper Midwest my entire life, so that makes sense to me. But if you're from out of state, the temperatures are going to range generally during the day. Normal temperatures are probably going to be low 80s to mid 90s Fahrenheit. And if you bring a poncho, it might rain.
Well, the fact that we're camping means it's going to rain, because if me and Jesse camp in Ohio, it rains.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time we camp in Ohio. Not just in the Midwest. I mean, every time we camp in Ohio, anywhere, it rains.
Yeah, we've had really bad thunderstorms too in the years that I've been there. I think I don't remember if it was last year or the year before. We actually had I had to get on a call with the National Weather Service and the emergency management for the county and stuff like that to have a I had to have an emergency plan
last year.
because they expected severe weather.
Really?
Was that last year?
hmm
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was last year.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a fun
Didn't
fun
come,
day.
did it?
Oh, it did. It did. It would, but the most severe portion, I believe, stayed south of us by Defiance, if I'm not mistaken. I could be completely wrong on where it landed, but it not landed. There's no tornado or anything, but the bulk of the storm stayed away from us.
Mhm.
So,
I have a question for you. What about the Adventure Labs? You've always had so
Yeah.
many Adventure Labs there. Everywhere
Yep.
Adventure Labs.
yeah,
That's still happening?
yeah, probably more so than ever this year.
So
So
just
it's
everywhere.
it's going to be a lot. Some people are probably going to be like, "Oh my god, this is too much." But we're hoping to just
No such thing. Not
we're
when you have
hoping
electric
to
scooters. Not when you have electric
Mhm.
scooters.
yeah, well, that wasn't that too, but really, like everything's going to be within short walking distance of everything, and we have to have enough. We have to have enough stuff available for the people that come in at 4 o'clock on Wednesday and don't leave until Sunday at noon. Right?
Sure.
Like I want to make sure that they have enough to do to enjoy the event the whole time they're there. So this being our 20th year, we're going to have some fun anniversary. We had some cool like throwback ideas. Obviously we have our awesome lab cache team. We call them our lab cache team. You know, we adventure labs, whatever you're calling them. We have a team, a group from Pittsburgh, and they've actually expanded beyond that. Now they recruited some other folks, but they put together the interactive, puzzly, gadgety, hands-on, temporary ones that they set up at the fairgrounds there.
Sure. Right. Yeah.
And they've been doing that for a couple of years. They do a great job. People love those. I hear great things about them, just like I do with the event caches. So, but then we'll have all kinds of other random stuff too. So there'll be some stuff outside the fairgrounds, new. There'll be some stuff inside the fairgrounds, new.
Mhm.
There's some stuff that's already there from prior years that'll still be there if you've never been, or if you missed them last year. Potentially, some stuff will still be
Yeah,
up. So there will be plenty of opportunities for lab caches, and I believe the area actually has quite a few new ones as well in town. Maybe not potentially this year, but like if you haven't been in a couple years, there's quite a few that user created ones in town and in the surrounding towns. Toledo has quite a few now as well. If you want to venture over to Toledo, so there's plenty to do.
All right, Jess, anything you wanted to say? Ask question, talk about.
No, I mean, I think everything that I can think of has been touched on. It's a great event. If you've never been, you should go.
Come check it out. If you
Yeah.
can't come this year, think about it next
Yeah.
year.
Oh, if people don't want to camp,
Yeah.
there's other options.
There are, yeah. There's there's actually is there three or two? Three hotels?
Two in a
There's
No, one of them's closed. So
Oh.
there's I think there's
I think there's 2 hotels in that motel right now.
okay, 2 hotels and a motel, something like that. And
they're
there's
building a new one though.
they're
right?
building a new one that will not be open in time for this year, but it will be
They're building
open.
a new one.
They're building a new one, a nice new one. I think it's a Hilton or
Really?
something. I don't know.
Ooh.
But yeah, new hotel going up. So those are literally within walking distance of the fairgrounds, like right across the highway.
Yeah, the other side, yeah.
Yeah. So, and if for any reason you don't want to stay in any of those, or if they're full or whatever, there's a couple other towns nearby. Napoleon is another town that's nearby, just like Napoleon from France. There's some hotels there that are usually good quality. I've stayed in them myself when I couldn't get a hotel otherwise. So, so yeah, there's options. There's plenty of options around. I've heard there's a lot of Airbnbs popping up now and different stuff. There's a lot of events that happen at that fairgrounds, so they're starting to build up more infrastructure there. So
Nice. All right, I think we've hit everything.
Yeah.
Man, thank you so much, buddy. NJD, thanks for coming on the show.
Joe Fro wants to know if people go to Canada, and yes, people do go to Canada.
Oh God, we never even thought about going to Canada.
Be careful doing that.
Why?
Don't take a giant 6-foot stuffed Pink Panther to Canada, is what JD will tell you.
Yeah, you'll spend 3 hours in customs and tearing apart your vehicle. You have to have a better reason than I'm going to go geocaching.
With the big Pink Panther in your car?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's awesome.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
All right, Ian, always a pleasure to talk to you, buddy. JD, thanks so much, buddy, for joining
Thanks for
us.
having us. Appreciate you both.
Ian, always a pleasure. I'll see
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Sorry.
Can't wait to see you.
Sorry I missed it last year.
That's all right. I forgive you. You make it up to me this year. We'll hang out for a bit.
We'll have the beer we always say we're going to have.
There you go. There you go.
2 years ago, we were supposed to go caching, and we never even.
We were.
Even cached together.
Yeah, I did get a chance to cache with you a couple years ago at West Bend, though. So that was at least nice. I did spend a little time with you guys at West Bend. But I feel like every time we've tried to do anything at Midwest, it's always
You're too busy. I understand.
You're a little busy.
Yeah. But I will make some time. We'll get some stuff done. So
We'll try and figure it out before you get too grumpy.
Don't forget to bring my Flamingo Club package from last year. Please.
I got it.
2 years ago, just 2 years ago.
I
Was it
gotcha.
last year or 2 years ago?
No,
last year.
We didn't go.
It's last year. So you guys didn't go. Yeah, I have yours and one other person's that didn't make it last year. So
And the funny thing is, last year I finally bought, because we were planning on coming for the whole 5 days, and I was super excited. So I bought all the stuff and I did all the things, and I bought the treasure hunt tickets for the first time.
Yep.
And I didn't even get to use them.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the tags are in there. So.
Okay, great. Oh, thank you. If not, that's okay. I understand.
If I didn't, I screwed up. Because I definitely did that for somebody else too. So
Nope.
Hopefully they're there. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for letting me come on. Hopefully somebody comes out and joins us and we can hang out with some listeners.
We cannot recommend it enough. If you've never been to Midwest Geobash, it's a pretty amazing mega event in Waseon, Ohio.
It's one of the biggest.
Yeah, in late July. It's been around for 20 years. It's a fun time. It's a different. That's what I could say. It is a different mega than anything you've ever been to.
And I loved the halfway to Bash tie-in this year.
Yeah,
those were really, that was a fun event that we went to one near us, and I won one of the halfway to Bash prizes, so I get extra swag this year.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing? Do I have just a moment? Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't mean to drag this on. No, listen, we're 10 minutes over. I'm sorry. I know you don't. You can only keep an audience so long, man. Hey, listen, this is going to be a surprise sneak peek thing. And I don't want to spill the beans too much. I don't want to, breaking news, anything here, but there's going to be a couple activities that we're going to have throughout the weekend that are not going to be at like scheduled times. It's going to be some fun little things for some more freebie stuff. So there will be some communication about that at the event, social media. Otherwise, we're trying to do some birthday surprise stuff to try to have a little bit more fun.
Surprise parties.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you're planning on attending, two things. One, log your will attend on the side events, log your will attend on the main event page. If you're planning on being there, it helps us get a head count so that we know how to plan these surprise parties and things. And then number two, if you're planning on coming, I would highly recommend you pay attention to our social media pages. The will attends will get you announcements and stuff. That'll be very important later on. But we have a Facebook Midwest Geobash community group. It's a great place to interact with other Midwest Geobash attendees, ask questions, talk to people that have a lot of experience at the event. And that's where we post a lot of insider knowledge. There'll be a lot of insider info that gets popped into there, as well as the event announcements. So if you want to be the first to know about this stuff, that's where you're going to want to be. So sorry. It's my way of throwing the sneaky stuff in there. So.
All right, Ian, thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you both. Have a good night.
You stay right there. You do it.
All right. Appreciate you.
I'm Mr. on mute. Jess, next week.
Yes.
We got no show next week.
No
show.
No show next week.
We are taking our sabbatical here for a week sabbatical. Jesse's out of town. I got a 8:00 baseball game. It's just not going to happen. So we took a week off. It's one of the I think it's one of the 2 or 3 scheduled off shows that we're gonna have this summer. Hey man, life gets in the way sometimes, guys. You know baseball season. Come on, we've been doing this for 10 years. You know by now how this show works. So yeah, so next week, no show. We're gonna take a break. 2 weeks. Chad will be back. Jesse will be back. Have the whole crew here, right? You'll be back, right?
I'll be
Jesse's
back.
Trip.
I will be coming in hot off by my vacation.
So we will be back. We'll have the whole crew back in 2 weeks for a Cash or Coffee.
Right, so that'll be June 5th.
June 5th. So guys, the
Cash
next
or
show will be
Coffee.
live June 5th. So everybody have a good break. Everybody be safe, be good, be healthy. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Be safe. And we will talk to you guys in 2 weeks, guys. Okay, here we go. Please join us again every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available wherever you find your favorite podcasts. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click that subscribe or get notified buttons to know exactly when we go live. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $5, you will get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/thegeocaching-podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Odds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Ardent Crafted, PatTags.com, Geocaching Adventures LLC, and GeoGo. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll see you next week talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones, and we'll talk to you guys next week. And we're clear. Leah doesn't camp, by the way. Oh, bring me some Supper Club. Nice. Bring some Supper Club. All right, guys. Ian, stay right there. Everybody else, everybody listening, thanks, guys. You be well and be safe. We'll talk to you guys in 2 weeks. Everybody, happy Memorial Day. Actually, it's not a happy Memorial Day. Sorry about that. Have a good Memorial Day.
Go Timberwolves.
Go Timberwolves. Timberwolves. You're in Ohio. All right, guys. Be well, be safe.
We got nothing.
Bye-bye.